We will discuss on the topic of liberalization. Now, let us know what is the meaning of this word liberalization. What is the meaning of this word liberalization? Liberalization means reducing the government control over the industry, investment, imports, foreign exchange, and other activities. So, the control of the government from investment, from imports, from the foreign exchange, and also the other activities. Now, here different sectors of the economy were made free from various types of control, license, and permits. So, this will strengthen the market forces. Now, let us know what is the feature of this liberalization policy. The first is delicensing. What is the meaning of this word delicensing? Before 1991, there exists a system of licensing and control. Now, before the year 1991, there exists a system of this licensing and control. The licensing and controls become a hurdle to the industrial. The unnecessary interference of the government, delays in the investment decisions, bureaucrat, red tapeisms, etc. The industrial policy 1991 made licensing policy liberal. Before this 1991, there exists a system of licensing and control, and this licensing and control, it was a very hurdle to the industrial growth, and unnecessary government interference, delays in the investment decisions, bureaucrat and red tapeism. Now, after this, the industrial licensing policy 1991 made this licensing policy liberal. That means the requirement of this licensing has been abolished for the industrial except five industries. But what are the industries here? Except the five industry, other than this five industry, other industries has made liberal. The alcohol, cigarette, hazardous chemical, defense equipments and industrial explosive. So apart from these five industries, other industries have made the licensing policy liberal. Next, relaxation in controlling monopolies. Now, under the Monopolies and Restricted Trade Practices Act, all the firms with assets above 100 crore are permitted to enter the selected industries only, and they require to take approval of the government for any investment proposal. So from here what we can see that all the firms with the assets of 100 crore were permitted to enter into the selected industries, and they require to take the approval of the government for any investment proposals. Monopoly are no longer required government approval for expansion and establishment of the new industries. So monopoly, the industry, those who are monopoly industries, they no longer require to take the government approval. Only the firms having assets above 100 crore, they have to take the approval of the government. Third point, we can see that the industrial location policy liberalized. That means the freedom has been given to the industry to be located at all locations other than the cities with more than 1 million population. That means industrial location also had been made liberalized. That means anyone can select any location and they can build their industries other than the cities which have more than 1 million population, just to avoid the pollution. Next is what removal of restrictions. Restrictions on merger, takeovers, separation of industrial units are all removed. Next is liberalization of capital market. Capital market had been made free. A new company can be floated with the issuance of new shares and debentures without seeking any permission of the government. And SEBI here has been set up as a watchdog for regulating the capital market. Next is foreign exchange market reforms. Here what we can see, the flexible exchange rate is introduced under which the exchange rate is determined by the market forces. Now, exporters can convert the foreign currency earned by them into the Indian rupees at the prevailing market exchange rate. Similarly, what happened, the importers also can buy the foreign currency from the market at a market rate. So here, this is the foreign exchange market reforms. What we can see here, the flexible exchange rate is introduced under the exchange rate system. And this flexible exchange rate, it means what? It is determined by the market force. Now here what happened, the exporters can convert the foreign currency earned by them into the Indian rupees. And similarly, the importers also can buy foreign currency from the market at the market rate. Next is foreign trade reforms. Here, tariff restrictions had been considerably relaxed. This has led to the freedom of the import capital good and technology. Import quotas had been also abolished. Now here the tariff restriction has been relaxed here. This has led to the freedom of what? Import capital goods. So any capital good you can import and any technology, here the import quotas has been abolished. Now, what are the significance of this liberalization policy? The first we can see that liberalization has overcome the problem of uncalled delays, corruption. So, liberalization has made this, after this liberalization, no corruption, no delays in decision making, and this all have overcome. Next is what? Liberalization policy has provided freedom to the entrepreneurs. So, any entrepreneurs can establish any business at any location without the interference of the government. Liberalization policy has injected the spirit of competition and encouraged entrepreneurs to undertake investment. So, liberalization also is acting as an encouragement to the entrepreneurs, and the entrepreneurs can undertake investment. So, this is about the liberalization. What we have learned today, the meaning of the word liberalization. So, what are the disadvantage before this 1991? So, and also we have come to know that what are the features of liberalization. So this much for the today's class. In the next class, we are going to discuss about privatization, globalization, their features, their argument in against, their arguments in favor. So thanks for watching the video.